Hey guys, this is advice for myself, for my fellow agents, for buyers and sellers to sometimes walk away from a transaction. This is going to speak as a video more to agents, but it's going to be very relevant for buyers and sellers as well. So watch it till the end. Show reel first. All right, welcome back. Look, when I was getting mentored in this business, I had a very ethical mentor, right? He never made me bring his coffee or anything, and he never charged me anything, but I would take care of the deals that he didn't really want to or were too small for him. And because he was so ethical, he would always tell me one thing, that as an agent, Fahd, it is your responsibility to protect, respect, safeguard the interests of both the buyer and the seller. You might be only representing the buyer, but you can't deliberately, knowingly, I'm going to use this word, they say screw the seller, right? Double S. You shouldn't really knowingly screw the other party or one side of the party. Your job is to maintain a balance and safeguard both their interests, even if your fee is getting paid by the buyer, even if you're engaged by the buyer, even if the seller has his own agent, but you as the agent on the buyer side might have 10 years of experience, while the one on the seller side might have 1 year of experience. Yes, you safeguard your buyer's interests, but make sure that they don't walk all over the seller. You safeguard both parties' interests. Now, that's how I was actually, taught. However, I want to share a very particular story with you, okay? This was about 5 to 6 years ago when 5 or 6 years ago when I met I met somebody, and he was a fellow agent, experienced, knew the business fairly well, had been in the game for a while, and we got talking about one particular developer, and I had a certain opinion about this developer that's not really completely changed, right? So we'll just say developer, okay? So we're not going to name the developer. And I clearly, distinctly remember where we were sitting, okay? So, I want to go back just a little bit to my mentor's story. So my mentor would generally not sell anything that he truly believed was not a good product or a good property to sell, right? So he wouldn't put his investors' money just because he was getting an agency fee. So that's the kind of school I came up with. If you watched enough of my videos, then you know that I am generally values driven. I try to be ethical, Sharia compliant. For the ones who are Muslims out there, they will understand this word as well. So we try to, be fair in our dealings and our business and try to make sure that we're not harming anybody else when we're doing business. Fine, that was my mentor. But then about 5-6 years ago, I sat with this one agent who was fairly experienced. I can't say that he was doing very, very well in the business, but he was okay. He was doing fairly okay. And then we came up talking about this one developer, and I said, look, I've got apprehensions. Do you really believe they're going to deliver everything that they've claimed and sold in their marketing brochure, etc., etc.? What if they don't deliver to your clients? Essentially speaking, this is what he said. He said, if not him, it will be someone else who will sell that thing to his clients. So why not him? Did he really care that the developer is going to deliver on the project, deliver the property to the standard that they're going to deliver, etc.? He didn't really care, because essentially speaking, what he said was, if he doesn't sell that developer's product and his investors desire it, want it, somebody else is going to sell it to them and make the fee. So why not him? That got me thinking, right? Here's my mentor telling me, don't do anything unethical. And then this guy's like, if I don't sell, then somebody else is selling. So why not me, right? And that got me confused for a little while, right? You know, when you're not very strongly based in your foundations and your values, sometimes some things can confuse you and set you down the wrong path. So that got me thinking until I spoke to one of my business coaches, my mentors, right? And this is basically what he said. He said, Fahd, if you know that this property will for sure lose money for the investor or the client, your job is going to be to walk away. Doesn't matter the fee involved, doesn't matter what relationship you have with the client, you're going to tell him that, look, I know. If you don't know how things will turn out, that's okay. But if you've got, because of your experience, fairly large certainty that this thing is not going to work out really well for the client, your job is to walk away. And my mentor said this to me and said, you're going to tell your client that, look, I'll introduce you to another agent who'll be willingly assist you in this transaction. I just can't do this. And you know, when my mentor said this to me, it didn't make sense to me, and I truly didn't recognize that. Like, you know, why would you just walk away from a deal? But now today I truly recognize this. Why? Because if somebody tomorrow loses money, guess what? A, they'll come back and blame you. B, if you believe in karma, it's going to be bad for you. If you believe in, you know, good Islamic, Christian, Jewish, other good values, all the other religions, even if you don't follow a religion, generally speaking, you don't want to cause harm, especially monetary harm to anybody, right? So this applies to agents a lot more. If you know that your client's going to make a bad decision, your job is to tell them, listen, don't do this, because put it on paper, write an email that this is why I feel this is a bad investment for you. And if they still persist and they still want it, then tell them, look, I can't be party to you losing money. Therefore, I am going to introduce you to another broker or another agent who'll happily take you through this transaction happily. And guess what? You're going to walk away with a lot of respect from the buyer or the seller. And of course, the same thing applies to buyers and sellers. Look, if something is bad, it's messy, you have a gut feeling it's not going to make you money, and you've gone through the due diligence and the process to finding the right property, walk away. As long as you're following a process, you're going to be able to make a good call to walk away from that property. So here's what I said. Let me tell you what I told you, especially for agents. Look, if a buyer or a seller is going to make a bad decision, extricate yourself from that. I'm not even talking about the law. I'm not talking about RERA's guidance. I'm just talking about basic ethical business values. Extricate yourself from the position. Don't think that if you don't do it, somebody else will. Let somebody else take the responsibility of causing somebody harm. You don't want to, because, you know, according to all major religious values, it's not good. Even if you don't follow religion, it's still not good. If you believe in karma, it's still not good. Walking away ultimately is going to benefit you in the long term. When my mentor, my business coach, asked me and told me you should do this, I'm like, this is tough. It's not easy, because, you know, remember that guy who said, if I don't sell, somebody else is going to sell? But take the pill, bite the pill. What do they say? Bite the bullet and try it. Inshallah, it'll work out for you. All right, hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon, click like. It does something to the algorithm. The video goes around to other people who can actually see it. Ciao for now. Okay guys, so thanks for watching. My name again is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 14 plus years. I started in 2006 in Toronto, Canada, and since 2007 I've been doing this in Dubai. I generally talk about real estate, your life, my life, and our path to allowing financial bliss coming to us. If you want to work with me, such as buy a property in Dubai, or you need general advice, you can hit me up on in the contact form below. If you've liked this video, I'd appreciate if you subscribe, press the bell icon, and hit the like button, and share it with other friends. Ciao for now.